Hello everyone, Cleric here again, going over this build showcase for Beast. It's a little bit of a play on names here. When I was in Ouroboros stream and I was doing some PvP matches with them, we're talking about stuff, and obviously they're all being very much a Soulsborne, Souls-like crowd for the most part. They were talking about Cleric Beast and Clerical Beast. I did not know what that was. I had to look it up. They actually kind of fashioned the paint scheme around this guy. As far as that goes, I actually did it purposely with the red veins. If you go into like the view mode here, you actually can see kind of below the red rib cage kind of that you see from the Cleric Beast. So hope I did it justice for you. So here's the thought process. I love the Karasawas. I love them. I think they're great. I don't, a lot of people seem to think they need a lot of help. I really don't think they do. I think they fit the build they need to, which is a super big bulky weapon that does a lot of damage if you have the right setup and you know how to use them correctly. So I had a challenge to myself one night when I was looking at the build about, I want to use dual Karasaws. The problem is I do not like the regular shot on the Karasaw, but the charge shot, not the big charge is really good too. You'll see that in the PvP coming up here soon. But the first level charge has two different charges, much like the Coral Rifle does. The first level charge is really good. It's pretty damaging. It's pretty accurate. It's pretty fast shot velocity, and it doesn't cause a lot of heat, so you can fire a bunch of them. The problem is on a biped it doesn't work. Like, can I fit dual Karasaws on the wheelchair? I'm like, sure. So I did it. It fit it. I made it work out fine. I'm like, you know what? I would love to have this 150 energy spec weapon generator, and sure enough, found a build that can use the wheelchair legs, dual Karasaws, and the 150 energy spec generator. And let me tell you, this thing can destroy your enemy. In fact, this is probably one of the few builds I have that I feel almost guilty using it. I almost feel like it does too much damage. So here's the full build. You can see down here, get the full stats. Decent amount of AP. Defenses are okay. Some kinetic's a little weak, which is kind of rough for shotguns. So Zimmerman's stability is not that great either. Easier to get staggered. Do have to pay attention to these speeds. These are not correct. You'll see in the video that actually goes much faster than this. And as you can see, what's really funny about this build is that I only have 240 limit left on the load limit, and I literally have 8 points of energy load left. So this thing is pretty much capped out as far as what it can do. So of course, the big draw of this thing is the Karasawas. These things have not the greatest attack power, not the greatest amount of impact. I wish I had the stats here for just the first level charge, not the full charge. But these actually do a fair bit of stun and a fair bit of just damage as a whole when charged up back and forth. You can actually get rid of both of these missiles I have on here and either just do both of the standard missile as far as this goes, and the MLTO for the starting missiles. I went with a vert and that, just the kind of different kinds of pressure and vert for going around buildings. You actually can typically remove both of these and put on a single vertical plasma missile, which probably honestly is better. I'm just trying to have more constant pressure with this because the Karasawas can be a little back and forth, as I'll demonstrate here in a minute. The head, I went with the Shade Eye. The Shade Eye just overall is just a good weapon. It's overall just a very good head. It's very thorough, does a lot good, decent stability, decent defense. That's why I picked it. I have to, because the energy load limit, I have to use the ephemera core for the energy output and jitter adjustment. I have to use the VE46As because they are literally the only weapons that can handle the arm load. There's not a single other one here that can handle the arm load weight on these things. It's the only ones that can do it. So if you're going to use dual Karasaws, you have to use these arms. You don't have any other choice. And of course, the Fortaleza, which count as take legs, which allows you to do the charge shot with no booster picked. I went with the G2 P05. I wanted something that was a little more mid-range capable and also a respectable 105 missile lock, so the missiles don't take forever to load. I think this is a good ground because you're going to get kind of engaging in the mid-range with the Karasawas. And of course, I mentioned earlier the VE20B to get the 150 energy firearm spec. For those who don't know, this makes it so you do more damage and your weapons charge faster, getting roughly a 50% increase on damage on these Karasawas. These things are insane. I run pulse armor on these because I want to be able to keep the charge shots going. I know some people just prefer assault armor. There's no real wrong thing here. I just prefer the pulse armor in this build because I just want to kind of pop it and just keep going with the charge shots. Let me do a brief demonstration here what I'm talking about. So if you go on the right side, you'll see that charged really fast. The goal of the build is to do this, is to alternate back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. And what you'll find, if you look at the heat gauge there, little red things in the middle, it is not overheating. Now you can overheat if you do it a little too often, but it does take quite a bit to actually overheat these things. The biggest drawback to the Karasawa is the ammo, but honestly, I haven't really run ammo to being a problem in 1v1s. It's not much of a problem here. And these things do just do so much damage. And obviously I have the missiles too, just as extra pressure to keep things going. So let's run an AC test here, just so you guys can see what it looks like. All right, so I'll pop the missiles, do a charge shot, charge shot, charge shot, charge shot, charge shot. Pop the missiles, charge shot, charge shot, charge shot. You just, and while I'm sitting there, you see my boost speed left there? I'm moving at 370 on this build. Honestly, the closer you are to your enemy, the easier harder it's going to be from the dodge it. The biggest drawback is this thing has not the greatest stability, so it can get wasted. And even before he got staggered, I just blew him up. Now doing the full charge is insane. Doesn't take very long on this build at all. It instant staggers certain enemies depending on what their ACS is, and you just blow them up even more. I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing 2 double full charge shots because it does come back and overheat for a little while. But if you leave one alone, you can just keep alternating that one. Oh, and then the right one's already back. Just go back to left, right, right, left, right, left. And that's how this build works. It's a little mean. I feel like it's a little too much sometimes. You'll find people who are just quick boost constantly to kind of keep them out of the range of the shot will find themselves out of energy and then getting caught with the big shot, which hurts. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Come here. Anyways, these purposes of this build, I'm not gonna do that right now. So do what you will with this. You can run dual straights. You don't, the dual vorts won't fit. There's not any room for it. As I said before, you can technically go in here. You can remove this entirely and just go with a single vertical plasma missile. That's probably honestly a little bit better option. It's a little more reliable. You can just pop that on, put it up in the air, go back, and at that point it just feels stupidly strong. And this thing will wreck a lot of builds. It's actually fairly decent against missile boats because people like to run away. Especially the level 3 charge shot is very difficult to dodge. It's one of the fastest velocities in the game. And if they're up there floating in the air, you'll see it just kind of go through and just start wrecking things. So I recommend this build overall. I think it's pretty effective. It's a little different take on it. It makes use of the Karasawas. I think it uses them to the fullest extent they can be used in this game, and also while maintaining a certain level of it's just so cool. It's just cool to see charge shot, charge shot, charge shot, charge shot, charge shot. It's just so oppressive. It's oppressive. It feels mean. It's hardcore. It's a lot of damage. It wrecks. And Plaza's finish it off there. All right. And the one last note on these two, if you find yourself in a place where the person is staggered, and you just kind of want to, and they're pretty close to dying, you could do is actually spam when they're direct hit adjusted, and see the AP just get deleted, and their AP is just gone at that point to rush down. Now, warning, you will run the risk of overheating your Karasawas a lot if you do that way. But this build, I am telling you, is insane. A lot of people think the Karasawas aren't very good in this game. They're maybe not as strong as they've been in some previous games, obviously compared to like AC1, AC2, for example. But I think they're very strong in the right build setup with the right play style mentality. I think the first level charge is the way to go. Full charge if you need a really big blast on someone who's actually doing a decent job dodging, because that level 3 blast is very hard to dodge. At which point you will see this thing just destroy things. So feel free to give it a shot, take it online, see how it does for you. Let me know in the comments how it did for you. As always, like and subscribe. Become a member if you want to. You don't have to. It's your money. Do what you want. Join the Discord. It's an awesome place to come hang out, and you'll be seeing me playing some matches. Also, shout out to Chaos. I actually inadvertently from my Discord ran to Chaos's room, and unfortunately, these things I said were a little mean. But he had some very unique builds, which I was very happy to see. Actually, not a lot of Zimmermans in this build setup. I did come across one missile boat, I think, if I remember correctly, against the Karasawas. Yeah, you'll see how it does. See you in the next video. All right, let's see what we get here. Ooh. Dual machine gun. Oh, is that a Partif? And what was the other one? At least I'm seeing the Ludlow. The Ludlow is a nice change of pace. I couldn't see what's the other side though. I didn't see what's on the other back shoulder weapon there. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick, so I sound a little off. Did he? What happened? Stop moving. Did he DC? Something happened? Oh yeah, he's back. If he get dropped or something, I feel bad about that last match. Oh man, this guy never left the ground. Didn't have a chance. Almost feel bad. Yeah, I should have saw that coming. He's got a nice chibi anime logo. All right, Huxley, either Colquitt or Harris, can't tell. Leader rifles, can't tell at the back left. Is that a blade? Thought that was a blade. Not entirely sure. There we go. Oh, pile bunker. Ew. That's what he had. All right. Cool. Done and pile. Got it. All right. I misplayed that last round terribly too. Guy just wants to hug me. No, I'm gonna full charge this guy. He likes to disengage and come back. They wait for the Huxies to come back. I understand. They're part of your offensive tool. I understand. Pile hit me. Yep. Boom. Yeah, the level 3 charge shot in that case just wrecks because of all the how fast it comes out. I like his play though, using the Huxley into the linear rifles cause stun of the pile bunker. Pretty smart. At least it's fun to play against, fun to watch. I can see it. Oh, he wants to go again. He wants to go again. He was starting to get a little bit predictable though, so we'll see if he changes that play style, what happens here. Haven't run the dual Zimmerman's or missile boat yet, so that's nice. Maybe my video I just released actually made a difference. I kind of doubt it. Not a lot of people saw that. Well, there's Beast. Feels like he can win it. He wants to win it. I appreciate it. This is what you do. Find a way to make your builds work. I like it. Whee! This map on wheelchair is hilarious. The problem is it does kind of do me sometimes. When you ramp off of, it can make it so you can't do your ground speed. And that's what getting you killed. Wait for his Huxleys to come back. Yeah, see, that's working too well for him at this point. Yep. The level 3 charge is just wrecking him too much. Find my pulse armor rifle where his pile marker was going to come out and negate the damage. But I'm going to pre-charge level 3 this time. It's working so well, I think I'll stick with it. Ooh, nice dodge on his part. He adapted a little bit. Not enough though. Yeah, that level 3 charge just comes out so fast. It's so fast. More velocity is so fast. Right, still no Zimmerman, still no zipper missile boat. I like it. What we got now? Ooh, Harris or Curtis? Drone, I think? Or is that Nebula? I think it's drone. Is that the dagger? The other side? Or the pulse blade? I was so consumed by that back right shoulder, I wasn't paying attention to the slots. Whoops. Hello? Alright, he's moving. Okay, good. He wasn't moving before. I'm like, are you good? Oh, plasma missile. Should have known. You're doing a good job dodging some of the Karasawa shots. Yeah, you don't want to get too close though, easily, because I can just spam, and even spamming these things hurts. Yep. That vertical plasma missile is really good. That's what that was. It's really good. Do some proper circle strafing here. Oh no, I can't. Oh man. Yeah, Karasawa at 150 generator energy spec on a lightweight just wrecks. That's a lot of damage that he threw, man. That first round though, he actually dodged quite a few of the first level charge. It was doing a lot of damage. Oh, right into repairing. See what we get. See what we get. Are we gonna see our first missile boat? Are we gonna see our first Zimmermans that we're gonna see right now? Is that what's gonna happen? Is it happening? All right, what we got? Oh, yep. Dagger, slicer, possibly. And pull that A Zimmerman. Got it. All right. All right. Thought the handgun was doing enough, I guess. That will slow him down some. Some. Not a lot. Yeah, not enough. Not enough. I will admit, I feel like this build might be a little too much. I think the Karasawas are hard slept on as weapons. I will think they're very good or need a lot of help, but I think they're actually really good if on the right build. And I think this build pretty much does it. Wheelchairs take advantage. The ability to charge shot while not having to stop firing. Ooh, actually, that wasn't bad. I bet he thought that was his chance. He feels probably a little sad that didn't happen. Yep, there it is. I was saying, the fact that I was able to fit a couple missiles on here with this build and still run the 150 energy spec generator on top of this, making the charges just almost instantaneous. Yeah, this build I feel maybe a little bit busted personally. Probably one of my stronger builds, to be honest with you. I think it's a little too strong. Oh, going to preparing again. Do we let this guy have the trifecta, see what happens here? Do we? I'll stick around for one more. So far, they've been disbanding or kicking me out or something almost every time. So we'll see what happens this time. I do like pulse armor on this better. Assault armor, I realize a lot of people think it would be good, but honestly, with the way the build works, I'd rather have the pulse armor so I can keep going with the Karasawa charge shots. I might be persuaded out of pulse armor and going to assault armor instead, but we'll see. All right, what we got? Ooh, rifle. Okay, what's on the back right? Trying to engage me at mid-range. He's having a hard time getting up close on a consistent base. He went more mid-range. I like the idea. I just don't know what the other weapon is. Oh, laser drones. I don't even realize I'm kind of baiting out those laser blades to get them stuck in place. Yeah. Yep. At this point, I kind of feel like I'm bullying this guy. Kind of how it feels. If you see this, join my Discord. We're a lot of fun. Please promise you this is not usually how this goes. I know the missile don't hit very often. The idea of the missile is just, ooh, howitzer? Ooh, I like it. Fred Zook, I like it a lot. Yes, unique builds. Oh. Yeah, spread Zook on the back. Love it. I'm going to give him the good job. Thank you. Goodbye. I'll fully admit when I see watch point Delta, I get a little nervous sometimes. And we have a wheelchair missile boat. Alrighty. Time to see how this works. Which wheelchair shall reign supreme? Hmm. I think it's time for a good vomit blast, as Gray from my Discord likes to call it. Boom. There we go. One down. Here we go. Alright. Stay in his face, blow him up. Alright. I'm actually gonna pre-charge this one. Oh, I missed though. That was sad. Yeah, it's done. Boom. There we go. Yep. Apparative hand missiles 0, dual Karasawa is 1. I'll take it.